So identity is what we're focusing on. Now, the labels and of course strong suits and victim suits and those things that we call ourselves can be very negative at times, but they can also be used in a positive way. So do you identify as an athlete? Do you identify as somebody who really cares a lot about health and fitness and so crafting your identity and the vision that you're living into as a person is so important to grasp. And what that looks like is, as an older person, how you visualize yourself as an older person. And we've done this exercise before, but if you close your eyes and imagine yourself as an 80-year-old or a 90-year-old, are you hunched over, or are you and are you in a wheelchair or a walker, and are you saggy and tired and broken, or are you electrified with great posture and muscle and able to be flexible and play with your kids, grandkids, great grandkids? I guess if you're 90, you might not be playing with your kids, but who knows? I'm sharing a story of a really incredible 85-year-old now bodybuilder, and just creating a vision and an identity that serves you. Quite often we have these identities that are not serving us, that are just there, and we've inherited them possibly from our parents, saying, oh, she's the shy one, she's big boned, she likes books, but sports is embarrassing. Like, there's certain labels and identities that are put on us, and sometimes those keep us really confined to, especially when it comes to the body. And so identifying yourself with a group even can be very powerful. Maybe you're connected on a group on Facebook or in your local community that's very active. They walk, or they do art museum tours, or they're a bowling league, or it's depending on whatever your age is, you can join maybe the sport that you played when you were younger, swimming or aqua swimming or trampolining. And there's so many fun things that we can do, and that's another area we're focusing on, is fun for this month. Doing the exercises that raise your heart rate, but you really enjoy. So maybe you have a little mini trampoline and you're rebounding. Maybe it is bowling or swimming or lawn bowling, or and one of the key components to longevity is doing it in community. So not doing this stuff by yourself, and finding a group, finding like-minded people that not only hold you accountable, but they inspire you, and they give you a reason to wake up in the morning. That's one of the key components here to longevity. And so I want you to create a vision of yourself as an old person, and what that person looks like. And you could get a vision board, you can take pictures, you can create these images with a Pinterest board of very, very fit older people. And I want you to see those images. And I want us to really be crafting and creating this life that we love in the identity sphere, which is what our focus is, of a very healthy, dynamic, vibrant, sexy older person. And then those people have habits. So it's really, really powerful to start to study what are the habits of some of these really fit folks that are advanced in their years. And what do? What are their mental habits? What are their daily habits? And so I'm going to share this article of this bodybuilder and just share a little bit about identity this month. And that's the overarching umbrella. And of course, there's the side of identity that we sometimes create an identity to survive our past. And we want to identify some of those negative labels that we've put on ourselves and totally recreate something powerful that works for you, that you can live into, that will pull you forward. And then I want you to create community around it and group, which is the key to longevity. And longevity is so much more than just living to an old age. It's living well and thriving, and not just surviving and making it to an older age, but like being able to be active and without pain, and with lots of mobility, lots of mental acuity, and spunk and spark and drive and funk. And that's what we're working on, and that's what we're going to be diving into, is the identity of who you are and the agreements that you've made with yourself, and the limiting beliefs and the upper limit problems that you might have, the sabotage levels of you might get to a certain level of fitness and then blow it up with a weekend of binge eating or being lazy and watching television. We want these habits stacking for you to be something that just really drives you and pulls you forward to this ideal, fit, healthy, both in mind and in body. And that's what we're working at together. So that's our focus. I'm really excited to nurture this with you and unpack this with you. And that's our focus, is identity. And so have a good look at this. This article is beautiful, and that's what we're going to be really diving into this month. So I really believe in you, and I'm excited to hear this, and I want you to share with people who you are and what you're creating yourself to be as we age gracefully and powerfully, and as we age in a beautiful way, and as we invent and create this life that we love together.